Welcome to the students. Yesterday we have discussed about the continuity of a function. When do you say a function is continuous? Now look at here. Let f from R to R be a real valued function. C, look at here. This C be any point in the domain of f. Then f is continuous at this point C. The function is continuous at this point C. What is the condition here for continuity? Look at here. That is limit of f of x extends to c must be equal to f of c. This is the condition. Remember it. That means limit of the function f of x when x is very near to c must be equal to f of c. Andre ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು? This is the left hand side. What is left hand side here? That means we always consider left hand side and right hand side separately. What is left hand side? It is limit f of x, that is x tends to c. This is f of left hand side. And what is right hand side? Remember, right hand side is f of c. That means always remember that left hand side must be equal to the right hand side. This is the left hand side. This must be equal to the right hand side. Then we say the function is continuous at c. Suppose if I have a left hand limit and right hand limit, then look at here, the left hand limit of the function, this is left hand limit of the function, must be equal to the right hand limit of the function, and both must be equal to the f of c. Then we say the function is continuous. Next. Now we shall discuss the certain problems. These are all the problems which are easiest one. Now look at the first problem. What is the first problem here? Discuss the continuity of the function f of x is equal to k. What is k? Where k is a constant. For example, we can say f of x is equal to 3 or f of x is equal to 4, or we can say f of x is equal to root 8. So these are all the constants. Now whether the function f of x is equal to k is continuous or not. Now look at here. Let's see. For every problem we have to take a point c in the domain of the function. So we take, let's see, be any real number in the domain of the function f. Now what we have to prove? That is, we have to prove that limit f of x extends to c. What is this? This is nothing but we already know this is left hand side. That must be equal to the f of c. What is this? This is right hand side. So LHS is equal to RHS. Then we say the function is continuous. In this case, what is the function? Function is a constant. Now let us take left hand side. What is the limit of f of x extends to c? What is f of x? F of x is k. What is the value of limit of k extends to c? It is always k. So this is, look at here, whatever might be the limit. For example, limit of 3 x tends to 100. This is nothing but 3 itself. Whatever might be the extends to, limit of any constant is same as a constant itself. So since k is a constant, limit of k extends to c is always equal to k itself. So what is the right hand side? You know that f of x is equal to k. F of x is equal to k. Instead of x, if you write c, then also the value is equal to k. Look at it. What is f of 3? F of 3 is f of x is equal to 3. What is f of 4? Then also 3. F of 5? Then also 3. So here we see that left hand side is same as the right hand side. It shows that every constant function is always continuous. So geometrically we can write this as, now look at here, what is f of x is equal to 3. What is f of x is equal to 3? Or we can also say y is equal to 3, right? What is y is equal to 3? Geometrically this represents a line parallel to x axis. This is nothing but what? Parallel to x axis. So parallel to x axis at a distance of 3 units. At a distance of 3 units from the x axis. Now look at here. It is a parallel to the x-axis means this is a line like this. It is a line. This is a line given by f of x is equal to 3. So whether this line is continuous, there is no break here, right? So this is always a continuous function. So every constant function is always continuous. Now let us come to the second problem now. Look at here. Prove that identity function on real numbers is given by f of x equals x. Look at here. This f of x equals x is an identity function. Is continuous at every real number. That means an identity function which is represented by f of x is equal to x is always continuous. To prove it is continuous, we have only one definition. First, as usual, we take, let's see, be any real number in the domain of f, right? Then we have to verify that this left hand side must be equal to right hand side. So what is in the left hand side? Limit f of x, x tends to c. We write limit f of x, x tends to c. It is given that f of x is equal to k. Instead of this f of x, we write x. So limit x, x tends to c means you put the value of x is equal to c here. What is the answer here? It is c. That means if you take, say, suppose limit of x, say x tends to 4. What is the answer here? We just write it as 4, right? Instead of 4, if you have c, then it is must be equal to c. What is the right hand side? Right hand side is nothing but f of c, right? Now look at here. It is given that f of x is always equal to x. F of 3, it is 3. F of 4, it is 4. What is f of c? It must be equal to c itself. Therefore, sorry, f of x is x. So here it is not x. This is not x here. F of c is equal to what? C here. Therefore, left hand side is also c, right hand side is also c. Therefore, what do you say? The function is continuous at every real number. That means every constant function is continuous as well as every identity function is also continuous. Let me example it. Prove that the identity function is continuous. If it is asked like that, first you should take let f of x is equal to x. This is what the identity function. Next, let C be any real number in the domain of f. We verify LHS equals RHS. First find LHS, then RHS. Now let us come to the next problem. What is the next problem? Look at here. Show that every polynomial functions are continuous. What are polynomial functions? Look at here. Consider a polynomial f of x of degree n in x given by. So the polynomial functions are like this. Suppose say if you write f of x is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3. So this is a polynomial. Polynomial means you have the powers of x should be only the positive integers. Only the positive integers, and also it should be free from any radical sign here. Okay. Therefore, look at here f of x. Now let us consider a general polynomial. Say a general polynomial f of x of degree n, right? So that is always given by f of x equals a naught, which is a constant, plus a1 into x plus a2 into x square plus a3 into x cube, so on up to an into x power n. Here, what is the degree here? The degree is n here. Here we see that an is not equal to 0. If an becomes 0, it becomes a degree, lesser degree than x power n. So this an should not be equal to 0. So f of x is a polynomial of degree n, whether this is continuous. Now look at it. As usual, let C be any real number in the domain of f. We verify that limit f of x, x tends to c. What is this? This is left hand side. That must be equal to the right hand side. So now let us consider left hand side. Limit f of x, x tends to c. So this is in the place of f of x, we write a polynomial of degree n. So this is a polynomial, right? This is a polynomial of degree n. We write this polynomial. So this polynomial is a0 plus a1x plus a2x cube plus so on up to an x power n. So limit of this function x tends to c means in the place of x you have to write down c. It becomes a0 plus a1c plus a2c square plus a3c cube so on up to an c power n. So this is the value of left hand side. So what is the right hand side here? Right hand side is the f of c, right? What is f of c? In the place of x, if write c, it is same as a0 plus a1c so on up to an cn. Therefore left hand side is equal to the right hand side, hence every polynomial function is continuous. That is, we see that every polynomial function is continuous. That means, let us take one simple example. Now look at here. Let us take f of x, a simple polynomial, say x cube minus 3x square plus 1, right? Whether this function is continuous for all real values of x, let us take at any point, say let us take x is equal to 5. So what is the value of limit of this f of x? What is f of x here? X cube minus 3x square plus 1, x tends to 5. What happens to this one? This will be, you give x value 5, this becomes 5 cube minus 3 into 5 square plus 1, isn't it? And what is f of 5? F of 5 is also nothing but 5 cube minus 3 into 5 square plus 1. So both are equal, right? You can take x tends to 5, x tends to 4, x tends to 3, x tends to root 2, x tends to root 3 by 2. Whatever you take, x tends to any real number. So the left hand side is always equal to the right hand side. So every polynomial function, whatever you take the polynomial functions, that is always continuous. Now we have some definitions here, that is algebra of continuous functions. Look at here. Algebra of continuous functions. So suppose, look at here, it is given that f and g are two real functions continuous at a real number c, at a real number c. Then we had to prove that f plus g is continuous at c, f minus g is continuous at c, and f into g is continuous at c, and also f divided by g is continuous at c, provided the denominator is not 0. That means whenever the two functions are continuous, f and g, look at here, whenever f and g are continuous, their sum of the two function is always continuous, difference of the two function is continuous, product of the two function is continuous, quotient of their function is also continuous. That means this is an important result here. But to prove this result, it is given that f and g are continuous. We have to prove f plus g, f minus g, f into g, f by g. Now let us how we shall prove, and the proof is very simple one. Now look at here. Since it is given that f and g are continuous at c, by definition it is always true. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. That means limit f of x extends to c is equal to f of c, because f is continuous. And g is also continuous. Limit g of c extends to c is g of c. To prove f plus g is continuous, we have to prove that limit f plus g of x extends to c equals that is f of f plus g of c, that we have to prove that this is, look at it, as usual we can say here, look at here, look at this definition. If f is continuous, limit f of x extends to is f of c. To prove f plus g is continuous at c, we have to prove that limit f plus g of x extends to c must be equal to f plus g of c, right? F plus g of c. Alva? So now look at here. Let us consider the left hand side. This is the left hand side, right? Limit f plus g of x extends to c. In first year, we have proved that f plus g of x is same as f of x plus g of x. That means f plus g of x is f of x plus g of x. And also, by the property of the limit, limit of f of x plus g of x is same as limit of f of x plus limit of g of x. Limit of f of x plus limit of g of x, isn't it? So now look at here. What is this first one? This one, limit f of x extends to c ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? So this is nothing but f of c. What is limit g of x extends to c? This is nothing but g of c. So this is f of c plus g of c, which is same as f plus g of c. Considering the left hand side, limit f plus g of x extends to c, we proved that it is same as f plus g of c. So f plus g is continuous. In a very similar way, f minus g is also continuous. Now look at here. We can see here it's an easiest one. It is given that f and g are continuous at the point x equals c. By definition, these two results are true. Now to prove f minus g is considered, to prove it is continuous, we consider limit f minus g of x extends to c. Later we prove that it is equal to f minus g of c. As we have already studied in the first year PUC, f minus g of x is nothing but f of x minus g of x. By the definition of the limit, that is, the limit of the difference is difference of their limits. So limit of f of x minus g of x is limit of f of x extends to c minus limit of g of x extends to c. But what is the value of this one? Limit f of x extends to c. It is given that it is f of c. So we write in the place of that f of c. In the place of this, we write it as g of c. So f of c minus g of c is f minus g of c. So we prove that f minus g is continuous. In a very similar way, look at here. It is the simple one. To prove f and g are continuous at c. By definition, these two are true. As usual, we consider f into g of x. F into g of x is same as f of x into g of x. By definition of limit, we can apply limit to this function as well as this function. So limit f of x into limit g of x extends to c. What is the value of limit f of x? That is nothing but f of c. What is the value of limit of g of x? This is nothing but g of c. F of c into g of c is nothing but f into g of c. The last one, very similar to that one also, it is given that f and g are continuous. So by definition, these two conditions are true. As usual, we consider limit f by g of x. By definition of the limit of f by g is, as usual, f by g of x is nothing but f of x divided by g of x. Limit is applied to both the numerator and denominator. So the numerator, this is nothing but f of c, and the denominator is nothing but g of c. F of c divided by g of c is f by g of c. So we proved that f by g is continuous. It means it's a very simple proof. If you learned one of the proof, then you can easily prove the other results. Now look at here. Let us solve some problems here. The first one is prove that every rational function is continuous. Every rational function is continuous. What is the meaning of a rational function? Rational functions are nothing but it is the quotient of two polynomials. P of x and q of x are there. It is p of x divided by q of x is a rational polynomial. Sorry, rational function. So a rational function is one which is nothing but the quotient of two polynomials. Here be any rational fraction where what are these p of x? P of x and q of x are polynomials in x. Right. Now it is a very simple proof. There is no proof to this one. We simply write, right, since p of x and q of x are polynomial, therefore they are continuous functions. How they are continuous functions? If they are polynomials, we have already proved. Now look at here. We proved that. Now look at here. What is that? Here we see that every polynomial functions are always continuous. So we see here, that is, here it is p of x, that is p of x is polynomial, denominator q of x is polynomial, both are continuous functions, right? So they are continuous, f of x being the quotient of two continuous functions, therefore f of x is continuous. That means here numerator f of x is continuous, here denominator g of x is continuous. So the quotient of two continuous functions are continuous. Why? It is already we proved here in the last result. Whenever if we have f and g are continuous at c, we see that f divided by g is also continuous alva. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ g of x, p of x and q of x are continuous. So p of x by q of x is continuous. So what we see here, that means by from the property 4 of the above result, therefore f of x is continuous. Now look at here. There are certain problems. We shall solve one to two problems now. All the problems are easiest one. We can easily solve the problems. Now look at it. They're very simple problems. Check. Look at here. It is given that check whether the function f of x is equal to f of x equals 2x plus 3 is continuous at x equals 1. Right? It is a very simple one. We have to check the continuity of the function at x equals 1. That means we verify that at x equals c. How we verify? This is the definition, isn't it? Limit f of x, x tends to c must be equal to f of c, right? This is LHS, this is RHS. In the place of c, you are having 1. This is 1 at x equals 1. In the place of f of x, you are having 2x plus 3. So we verify that, look at here, we verify that limit f of x, x tends to 1 equals f of 1, f of c. In the place of f of c, we are having f of 1. Alva? So x tends to c means x tends to 1 here. Now look at here. In the place of f of x, we write, let us take the left hand side, only this one, right? This one, left hand side, limit f of x, x tends to 1. What is this? Limit 2x plus 3, x tends to 1. This is a attainable limit. You give the value of x is equal to 1. This is 2 into 1 plus 3, that is 5. What is the right hand side? Right hand side is f of 1. What is f of x? 2x plus 3. What is f of 1? 2 into 1 plus 3. In the place of x, you write 1. Again, this is also 5. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, what do you say about this function? Therefore, the function, okay, what do you say? Therefore, the function is continuous or not continuous? It is continuous, not continuous Allah. So, therefore, the function is continuous at x equals 1. Right? Now, come to the next problem. Examine, look at it. Examine the function f of x equals x square is continuous at x equals 0. At x equals 0, we verify that this left hand side must be equal to right hand side. In the place of f of x, you write x square. So limit of x square, x tends to 0 means it is 0 square. What is 0 square? This is equal to 0. Right? So 0 square, that is equal to what? 0. Now look at your right hand side. F of x is x square, right? F of 0 is 0 square. 0 square is 0. So left hand side equals right hand side. Therefore f is continuous at x equals 3. Sorry, x equals 0. Now come to the next problem. Prove that the function f of x equals 5x minus 3 is continuous at x equals 0, at x equals minus 3 and x equals 5. First we check at x equals 0. So we have to verify that limit f of x, x tends to 0 is f of 0. So now what is the left hand side? Limit f of x, x tends to 0. In the place of f of x, you write 5x minus 3. If you put x equals 0 here, 5 into 0 minus 3. 5 into 0 is 0. 0 minus 3, that is equal to minus 3. So what is right hand side? Right hand side is nothing but what? Here, f of 0. What is f of x? 5x minus 3. F of 0, that is 5 into 0 minus 3. Look at here, 5 into 0 minus 3, which is nothing but 0 minus 3, which is minus 3. So left hand side is minus 3, right hand side is also minus 3. Therefore, what do you say? F of x is continuous at x equals 0. Now look at next and next problem. You work out at home. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ. We verify that you have to write down left hand side, right hand side. LHS equals RHS. Therefore f of x is continuous at x equals 3. ಇವೆರಡು ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವು. At x equals minus 3 and at x equals minus 5. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ನೀವು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬರೀಬೇಕಿದೆ. ಎರಡನ್ನು at x equals minus 3 and x equals minus 5. Okay, thank you very much.